Wickets tumbled on day one as Brennan's 11 were bowled out for their second lowest total ever at the WCG. Rolled for 49 right on the tea break as Robbie's 11 responded well to their first test drubbing. An inspired effort with the ball and in the field breathed new life into Robbie's 11's title hopes. But unfortunately from their point of view, the wickets did not stop when it became their turn to bat. It took a defiant new personal best from Nathan Hancock to steady the ship after the early slip-up. But when he was dismissed in rather unusual fashion, the wickets again began to fall. Robbie's 11 losing 4 for 17 at the back end of the day. Robbie's 11 still trailing Brennan's 11 by 12 runs on the first innings as we look ahead to a massive day 2. Welcome to the WCG for day 2 of the second statewide traffic management test match between Brennan's 11 and Robbie's 11. 13 wickets fell on an eventful day 1. Brennan's 11 being bowled out for 49, their second lowest total at the WCG. And Robbie's 11 are limping along at 5 for 37, still trailing by 12 runs with their skipper at the crease. Robbie Basher will resume this morning, 1 not out. Captain's knock required with his side 5 for 37, still trailing Brennan's 11 by 12 runs. First ball of day 2, it'll be Mark Pasterfield bowling to Robbie Basher. In now, it's a floated short delivery and Robbie Basher rocks back on the back foot and punches that through mid-wicket for 4. The perfect start to day 2 for Robbie's 11 skipper and his side. Definite loosener there first up from Pasterfield. So he'll continue again to Basher, and that's a better ball, full of a length. That's played to Hamid Basher on the leg side. So deficit now into single figures here for Robbie's 11, trailing by 8 runs. As Pasterfield will continue again to Basher, and it beats his defences and crashes into his knee. But he's playing a stroke and won't be given out LBW. That was a good delivery there from Pasterfield. Pasterfield picked up the big wicket of Johnson yesterday evening. We'll be looking to pick up another massive scout this morning. Pasterfield will continue to Basher. It's a wide delivery and he plays it onto the fence. He's going to scamper through for a single. Oh, and a direct hit. And it looks like Robbie Basher would have been toast. Oh, it's missed a stump by some way, but he would have been out. Deficit reduced to 7. As Pasterfield will come in for the final ball of his over. It's a full delivery there from Pasterfield. Oh, it's a leading edge from Robbie Basher, which gets past the Brennan's 11's fieldsman and goes to the boundary. And Robbie's 11 trail by 3. Robbie's 11 5 for 47 as Daniel Hancock will come into bowl around the wicket to Robbie Basher. It's a short length delivery and Robbie Basher is well in behind it. Plays that on the offside to Alex Stepien. It's been a good start to the morning for Robbie Basher, eating into this deficit and hasn't lost a wicket so far. It's just what the doctor ordered after last night's collapse. As Hancock will continue to announce a short delivery and Robbie Basher goes bang on the leg side. He's hit this one for 6. Robbie's 11 have a lead for the first time in the series. Robbie's 11 5 for 53, a lead of 4 runs. Daniel Hancock will continue again. It's a full floated delivery and Robbie Basher hammers it to the boundary again for 6. Well, there hasn't been called a no ball, it should have been, but that's been dispatched. Robbie Basher moves to 23, his side 5 for 59. Hancock comes in again, it's another short delivery, and this time Robbie Basher puts this over the fence. That's the 6th wicket down for Robbie's 11, and a decent little cameo from the skipper comes to an end. Robbie's 11 6 for 59 as Ryan Schaefer makes his way to the crease. Scores of 24 and 30 in his debut test match. Can he repeat the dose? So young Daniel Hancock to bowl to Ryan Schaefer over the wicket. And now it's another shorter delivery. It dips on Ryan Schaefer, who gets a thick inside edge onto the fence and gets through for a single. Gavin Merrifield to bowl over the wicket to Ryan Schaefer. In now, it's a full delivery outside the off stump. Ryan Schaefer leaves that alone. Robbie's 11 6 for 61, a lead of 12 runs. Any lead is crucial on this pitch As Gavin Merrifield bowls again now to Schaefer, and that's a brilliant delivery outside the off stump. Looks like it's straightened off the seam. Beautiful delivery. The last delivery of Merrifield's over. In now to Schaefer. Oh, and he beats him again with another beauty. Oh, Gavin Merrifield's bowled without luck for what feels like 2 years now. And that's another example of it. That's the end of the over. Robbie's 11 6 for 61. Looks like it's going to be Josh bowling to bowl the 16th over of the innings. Robbie's 11 leading by 12 runs. Their first lead of the series. As mentioned before, Ryan Schaefer with scores of 24 and 30 in that first test match. If he can replicate any of them, Robbie's 11 will be in a strong position with Rob Leonard still in the sheds. So he'll be bowling now to bowl to Ryan Schaefer. He's in now over the wicket. It's a full delivery and that slides down the leg side. Schaefer lets that go past him. Crucial period of the match for both sides. Brennan's 11 will not want Robbie's 11 to get away from him. He's bowling bowls again now to Schaefer. It's a full delivery and he gets an outside edge. And bowling picks up the big wicket of Schaefer. Oh, and Brennan's 11 know exactly how crucial that wicket is. Schaefer has the ability to take the game away from Brennan's 11, but not this time. Dismissed for 1. 7 for 61 as Rob Leonard makes his way to the crease. The last batsman in for Robbie's 11. Will be looking to add significantly to this Robbie's 11's lead, which stands at 12 runs. So Josh bowling to bowl to Rob Leonard for his first delivery. In now, he's over the wicket. It's a shorter delivery and that spins back towards Leonard. He just wears it on the body. Scott now to bowl over the wicket here to Rob Leonard. In now, it's a full delivery play towards Hamid Basha, who takes it out of Scott's hands and can only parry it into the boundary. Oh, that's a bonus there for Robbie's 11. The lead now stands at 17. Fortunate there for Basha, who's been brilliant in the field. As Scott will continue to Leonard. It's a full in-swing and delivery, and Leonard is good enough to jam the bat down in time and keeps that one out. Here's Scott honing in on his target. So he'll continue again now to Leonard. It's another full in-swing and delivery, and this time he gets it through, and that's the end of the Robbie's 11 innings. Leonard dismissed for 4 and Robbie's 11 dismissed for 66. You feel that's a massive opportunity lost for Robbie's 11 after bowling Brennan's 11 out cheaply, but they do have a lead nevertheless. Dismissed for 66 in their first innings, a lead of 17. Robbie Basha, the skipper, top scoring with 23. Nathan Hancock 20. Johnson making 14. There was only single figures after that. So it was a brilliant fight back from Brennan's 11 with the ball, which began last night in that final session. Middle Basher, the best of the Brennan's 11 bowlers. 2 overs, 2 for 6, with each other bowler except for Gavin Merrifield, who bowled without luck once again, picking up a wicket each. So the match summary as it stands early on day 2. Robbie's 11 will carry a 17-run lead with them into this second innings, with Brennan's 11 having to face a tricky period here before the lunch break, where they'll face probably 4 to 5 overs. This 17-run lead will look even bigger if Robbie's 11 can pick up a few wickets in that time. So it will be Hamid Basha who will open up the second innings here for Brennan's 11. Was dismissed for 4 in the first innings. Has been short on runs for quite a while now, but needs to score with his side trailing. So it'll be Pat McGregor to bowl around the wicket for the first ball of the second innings. In now, it's a full delivery, and Hamid has a wild, nervous swipe at it outside the off stump. Well, he only really knows one way to play. He's missed that by a mile. McGregor to continue around the wicket here to Basha. In now, it's a full delivery. It's played down the ground, but Pat fields well of his own bowling to prevent the boundary. Good urgency in the field again here from Robbie's 11, carrying on from their first innings effort. Can they produce a similar effort with the ball to roll Brennan's 11 once again? So McGregor will continue now to Hamid Basha around the wicket. In now, it's a short delivery on. This one goes right through Hamid Basha, between bat and pad, and sails over the middle stump. Oh, he's too good there. Final ball of what's been a brilliant start to the innings for Pat McGregor. In now to Hamid Basha, and it's an identical delivery which cuts Hamid Basha in half once again, but it sails over the middle stump once again, and Hamid survives. George Pineros now to bowl to Hamid Basha. In now to full delivery, and Hamid Basha goes bang down the ground. That's a drop kick down back past Pineros for 6, into bar 13, emphatic. Hamid Basha off the mark in style. George Pineros will bowl again to him now. This one's a full delivery of over, but he's only managed to get an inside edge and drag it onto his stumps. And that's the first wicket down for Brennan's 11. Hamid Basha fails once again in the single figures. Brennan's 11 1 for 6. Well, it is going to be Mark Pasterfield to bat at 2 for Brennan's 11. And talk about needing a score. Scores of 0, 1 and 1 so far this series. Robbie's 11 will sniff a massive opportunity to get a second here. So Pineros into Pasterfield for his first delivery. In now, it's a full delivery, but that's a wild delivery. It's called a wide. Brennan's 11 1 for 7 into the third over. Still trailing by 10 runs with lunch approaching on day 2. Can Mark Pasterfield see this session out? As Pineros bowls to him again now, it's a full toss, and he plays that to Robbie Basha on the leg side for no run. Pineros picking up his first wicket of the series, which would be a massive relief to him. Here as he bowls again now to Pasterfield for his last delivery. It's a full ball outside the off stump, which is left alone. Now be Michael Johnson who will bowl now to Pasterfield. In now, it's a full delivery, and Pasterfield has a wild hoik at it. He's not able to make contact. It was there to be hit, to be fair, but lost his shape and missed it altogether. Johnson bowls again to him now. Oh, but this time he hasn't missed it. He's got a thick outside edge through to the keeper, and that's the second wicket down for Brennan's 11. They're in trouble here in their second innings. It's a great delivery there from Johnson, and it's got Mark beaten. Well, it'll be the youngster who will make his way to the crease with about 5 minutes before the lunch break. His side in trouble at 2 for 7, still trailing by 10 runs. So it'll be Michael Johnson to bowl around the wicket to him here with his tail up. So in now to Hancock. It's a full delivery played towards Pat McGregor on the offside, who takes a brilliant catch there at short cover. And Brennan's 11 have lost their third wicket. Daniel Hancock dismissed first delivery. He pushes it up with the first attempt and a brilliant snare the second. Robbie's 11 on fire once again. So another magic moment in the field for Pat McGregor brings his arch nemesis Matt White to the crease. Brennan's 11 3 for 7 on the stroke of lunch and are in big trouble. And what's more, Michael Johnson is on another hat-trick at the WCG. So it'll be Johnson in now to White on his hat-trick delivery. In now, it's a good length delivery, but it's wide outside the off stump and White leaves it alone. Well, this is a massive moment of the test match. White needs to stand up here for his side. Brennan's 11 do have plenty of batting still in the sheds, but they're going to have to step up now. Here is Johnson bowls now to White, who shoulders arms and lets the ball hit him on the rib cage. So it'll be young Nathan Hancock who will bowl the last over before the lunch break. You bowl over the wicket now with the tape delivery to White, and that one sneaks past him on the leg side. There's a muted appeal there from the Robbie's 11 fieldsman. That's easily pitched and hit White outside the line of leg stump. Won't be given out or be. Hancock will continue again with the swing ball over the wicket. That's another good delivery, this one going away from White, as White is well in behind it and plays that on the onside. So Robbie's 11 well on top for the first time in this series, looking to tighten the screws on Brennan's 11 as Hancock bowls again, and this one gets past White once again and hits him on the pad, but he's playing a stroke and can't be given out or BW. Another fantastic over here from Nathan Hancock, who's arguably been the best player of the match so far. He'll continue again to White, and this one is pitching on leg stump, and once again White is well in behind it. So 2 more deliveries for White to see out till the lunch break. His side in big trouble at 3 for 7 as Hancock bowls again to him now, and this one in swings and hits White on the leg. Rolls to Robert Leonard on the leg side for no run. So this will be the final delivery of the morning session. It's Hancock to bowl to White. In now, it's a full delivery which swings out and beats White and ends another dominant session for Robbie's 11. So Robbie's 11 go into the lunch break on day 2 well on top. Brennan's 11 are 3 for 7 early in their second innings, still trailing Robbie's 11 by 10 runs. And a pivotal session of not just the test match but of the test series coming up. Can Robbie's 11 tighten the screws and move closer to levelling the series? We'll find out shortly.